All right, welcome in, clones. It's a Friday, and we are getting set for Braves Marlins, and here's the first pitch. Ozzie hits it into the shift and is thrown out from shallow right field. One pitch and one out quickly. And so Jose Urena is the pitcher tonight, and there's a little bit of history between him and Acuna. And we'll get into that in just a bit. And so Donaldson up. He's batting .258, and he's back in after a couple of days off for a calf issue and fouls away the first pitch. And so 1-1 pitch to Donaldson, a little bit low. And so that's going to be a big side story tonight. We'll see if anything comes from that. Donaldson pops it up, and that's going to be out number 2. Welcome in, clones. It's a Friday edition of Coast to Coast. Glad you could be with me, A-Bomb. And so 2 quick outs, and that brings up Freddie Freeman. He's batting .308, and he takes strike 1. And the pitch to Freddie, a little bit inside. It's 1-1. I'll get the light adjusted here in just a moment. And there is strike 2. And so here it is, the 1-2 pitch to Freddie. It is fouled away. Hope you had a great Friday, whether it was at work, whether it was at school, whether you're playing around all day. I just got off work. And when I say just got off work, I mean like 5 minutes ago. And I got home real quick. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Freddie. This one is hit high and deep and gone. Right field blast. Solo job for Freddie. It's 1-0 Braves. 6th home run of the year. Yes. Welcome in, Sergeant Gibby. Hope everything up in Cartersville is going well tonight. It's a beautiful day here in Metro Atlanta. I'm coming at you from Gwinnett County. It is 81 degrees here, and I'm sure it's just as warm and nice down in South Florida. In fact, it looks like the roof is closed. All right, so here's Acuna. Let's see what happens. Foul tipped it for strike 1. .273 for Ronald. He's been a little bit of a slump lately, so let's hope we can turn that around. Freddie's home run flew 418 happy feet. Tail of the tape brought to you by Delta Airlines. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. So we're in Florida. You can see on your screen. You know we're in Florida because you see the home run feature in the outfield there. And Acuna has just struck out to end the inning. So the Braves put up 1 run on the Freddie Freeman solo blast. And it is Atlanta 1, Miami coming up to bat. Bottom of the first, it is Gaussman on the hill for the Braves. And the first pitch is to Granderson. He's leading off, and his average is 193. What has happened to Curtis Granderson? He's leading off. Rojas batting second. Anderson third. Castro in the cleanup role. And more of the Miami lineup coming your way in just a bit. And all the festivities tonight are being brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Granderson. This one's popped up. Should be an easy out. And Acuna is there, out number 1. So with 1 out, that brings up Miguel Rojas, shortstop, batting .286, no home runs, 8 RBIs. So the pitch to Rojas. Just a little bit outside. It is Chip Carey and Joe Simpson on the TV call tonight. I haven't heard Joe all year. Well, I did hear him on radio, but I haven't seen him on the TV broadcast. Rojas hits one to deep center, but it's caught for the out. Oh, well, here's some breaking news for you. The home run sculpture is no longer there. They took it out after this season. I guess after 6 or 7 years, they decided All right, yeah, this thing is actually really tacky and it needs to go. So obviously, this picture we're looking at on my screen is from at least a year ago. No more home run feature in Marlins Park. And so with 2 outs, it's Brian Anderson. And it's now 0-2 to him. And the pitch is a little bit low. All right, so the 1-2 pitch to Anderson. Here it is. Low. And as the Bone Crusher mentioned, yes, we are looking for 90 subs tonight. I have a feeling everybody on board, they're already our longtime subscribers, and we appreciate everybody tuning in on a regular basis. And so the 2-2 pitch is on the way. Little bit low. And here comes the payoff. Swung on a miss, strike three, 98 mile an hour gas for Gausman. So, end of the first inning, it is the Braves 1, the Marlins nothing. Here's a little bit of Milledgeville, the Milledgeville sound for you. It's a band called Buckle, and they were around in the 90s. Hope you enjoy that. We'll be back for the second inning on Coast to Coast. We head to the second inning. It's Markakis leading things off for the Braves. Markakis, 327, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. 9-game hitting streak for Markakis. 1-0 pitch. This one's well hit, and it's going to be caught by the right fielder. However, there's 1 out. Glad to have Mick on board, and Mick doesn't know much about baseball because he's from Australia, but we're here to tell you that one of the Braves announcers is the former Aussie pitcher by the name of Peter Moylan. He is doing pre and post game commentary for the Braves, and he's doing a really good job so far. He's new at this. And so it is now Dansby. Dansby fouls away the first pitch. Oh, 2 pitches inside. All right, so the 1-2 pitch is fouled away from Dansby Swanson. We'll get you some scores from around the NL East coming up soon as time permits. And here's the 1-2. Foul tipped and dropped. Still 1-2. All right, Mick, he wants to know how many games we are into the season. I will let you know in just a moment. And he checked his swing. It's 2-2. So the Braves right now, our record is 15-16. So that means we are 31 games into the season. This is game number 32 for the Braves. That means there's, about 130 more left to go. And Dansby strikes out. Yeah, we are just at the beginning of this marathon, Mick. It's a 162-game season. So the Braves come into tonight's play 15-16. The Marlins come in at 9-21. McCann takes a strike. Oh, 1 pitch in there for strike 2. The 0-2 bounces up there. And the 1-2 pitch is high. Two pitch is fouled out of play. Two pitch is swung and a miss, strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. It is the Braves 1. It is the Marlins nothing. We will be right back on the Friday edition of Coast to Coast. right, bottom of the second rolls around. And it's Starlin Castro. He's batting cleanup tonight. He has a .239 average, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Former Cubby. And so the 0-1 pitch, this one is grounded to Dansby. He throws over to first, and that's out number 1. In Philadelphia, it's the Phillies 1, the Nationals nothing. That one's in the second inning. Mets and Brewers from Milwaukee. That one starts in about half an hour. And that is it for your NL East scoreboard. Brought to you by TreasureHunt.ga. Martin Prado, former Brave. .278 average, 1 home run, and 8 RBIs for the utility man. He looks at a ball. The 1-1 pitch. This one's right back up the middle, through for a base hit into center field. First Miami base hit for the evening. So here is Alfaro batting 6 with a runner on first and 1 out. So here comes the 1-0 pitch to Alfaro. A little bit low. Bertie waits on deck for the Marlins. 2-0 pitch is inside. It's 3-0. The 3-0 right through there. Strike 1. And here comes the pitch, the 3-1. Yeah, you're right, Mexican for Golovkin. Yeah, he did gut the Marlins roster, but as they're just now talking about on TV, hopefully they added some depth. Well, not hopefully for me, but hopefully for them, they've added a little bit of depth to the roster. Whatever. That works for me just fine. You know, and as a Braves fan, perhaps I'm a little bit bitter that Miami has won 2 World Series since our last one in '95. They won it in '97, and they won it again in '03. So Bertie is up with runners on first and second and 1 out. And he just got hit, and the bases are jammed. That one hit the batter, and then it bounced off him and got McCann, and then it bounced off McCann and got the umpire, all in the face masks. And so here's Herrera stepping in. He's batting a cool 172. Bases full of Marlins. And here's the 8th place hitter, Herrera. So it's already ball 1 to Herrera. Next pitch is swung and a missed. One pitch is fouled. One-two pitch hit over to second. Only place going to be at first. So run scores were tied up. And there are now 2 outs. And there are runners on second and third with 2 outs. So RBI for Herrera. And the pitcher is up. All right, so the pitcher steps in. Are we going to try to hit him right away for whatever happened? Yes, we do. And the pitcher for the Braves has now been ejected. He's out of there. We expected some craziness. So you're Gaussman threw the ball behind him at 97 miles an hour. I mean, right, we knew something was going to happen. And now Snitker's out. The human peanut is out arguing. All right, so Gaussman is about to get ejected. He has been ejected. Let's see if the human peanut also gets ejected. So Gaussman threw behind the guy, right, at 97 miles an hour. There were already expectations because of the hit by pitch to Acuna last year. And so it's now an 0-1. I'm sorry, it's a 1-0 count on the pitcher. So we're going to take a quick timeout while we get whatever this pitching change that nobody is ready for. And so we're going to get some warm-ups and all kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to step away for just a couple of minutes. And let's see who, we'll let you know who. Okay, Touki Toussaint apparently has been called back up from Gwinnett. He made the trip down to Florida. And so he is now warming up, and we'll be back for more baseball in just a few moments. Hang tight, if you will, and we will return briefly. So Touki Toussaint is in the game. He was able to take as many warm-up tosses as he needed on the mound. So he's done that. We're ready to get back. So the pitcher's still up there at bat with a 1-0 count. There are 2 outs, and there are runners on second and third. So it's 2-0 to Urena. It's now 3-0. He might as well have just hit him. If he's going to reach base anyway, you might as well just hit him. And in fact, he does walk on 4 straight. One of those pitches was from Gaussman. The other 3 were from Toussaint. So our starting pitcher is gone after an inning and a half. And now we've got some long relief in. So this is not turning out well for Atlanta so far. Let's hope we can get out of this inning with no further damage. Back to the top of the order, it's Curtis Granderson. Well, there was some payback, but it didn't hit him. Yeah, the whole thing just turned out bad. We might as well have just hit him in the back. That would have been better. Then the ejection would have been worth it. Instead, he ends up walking anyway. And it's 1-2 to Granderson. One-two pitch is strike 3. So, after all that, they leave him loaded. And we are now through 2 innings in Miami with lots of drama so far in this one. Let's go to the 3rd inning and take the lead here on a Friday night in Miami. It's A-Bomb and Coast to Coast. We'll be right back. All right, we better beat this guy tonight. It would be the ultimate insult if we go down to Miami don't even manage to hit the guy, and then our starter gets ejected, and then Miami wins the game somehow, that would be like the ultimate Miami in your face, and we cannot have that. And so first pitch to Ender is hit into left field for a base hit. And so here is Tukey. Shows bunt and then takes a strike. Hope you're enjoying the stream tonight. If you're using us as your second screen, go ahead and sync up your TV with us. You might have to pause it for about 15 seconds. If you're on the road, we appreciate that. And we will do our best to bring you the highest quality of internet, YouTube, baseball play-by-play. And we try to have a little fun in between. And so it's a 1-2 pitch to the pitcher. Tukey to Saints. Sergeant Gibby says, who got ejected? Gaussman, our starting pitcher, got ejected. All to do with the retaliation. And Tukey on the 1-2 pitch, he manages to get down a good bunt. Successful sacrifice. Runner moves to second. So when Urena came up to bat, and if you remember last year, he was the one who hit Acuna intentionally. So the very first time he gets in the box tonight, Gaussman actually throws behind him at the knees, immediately gets ejected. And so that's why Tukey Toussaint is now in the game. So not only did we not hit the guy, but he actually walked on 4 straight after Toussaint came in. So we're down a starting pitcher. And it's Ozzy Albies up there. It's a 2-0 count on Ozzy with a runner on second base with 1 out. Ozzy hits one into deep right, but not deep enough. It is on the warning track. Caught there. Runner on second, tags, and advances to third. So Donaldson up. There are 2 outs, and there is a runner on third base. Donaldson 0 for 1 tonight. He's batting .255, 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. First pitch is inside. If you missed the breaking news, the home run feature has been removed from left center field in Miami. And you can see that on your screen. It's that wacky thing in left center behind the scoreboard. And here's a pop-up for... Oh, and it drops in. The pop-up dropped into right field. Nobody could get it. And a run scores as a result because there were 2 outs. So Donaldson popped one up high down the right field line, but nobody could get it. Like 3 players converged on it, and it dropped in between all of them. And let's see if that ended up being a double. No, he was only able to get to first base. I guess maybe any kind of fast runner would be able to get a double out of that extremely high pop-up. And so that brings up Freddie Freeman. That's a good point, Mexican. Maybe he didn't want to load the bases, and that's why he intentionally missed him. Maybe that's what it was. But the end result was way worse. He should have just hit him to begin with. All right, so it's an 0-2 count to Freddie. Fouled away. So Freddie's 1 for 1, and here's the 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit high. One-two pitch is hit right back up the box. It got a piece of Urena, and the shortstop ended up grabbing it and stepping on second base for the force. So that'll do it. But the Braves pick up a run in Miami and are up 2-1. We will be back in just a few moments. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Here we are in the bottom of the third. I'm A-Bomb. You're with Coast to Coast. And the bottom of the third inning finds the Braves up 2-1 in Miami. And it is Miguel Rojas leading off for the Marlins. I see our moderator, the Bone Crusher, John Wilson, is grilling some meat on the front porch. Or I'm sorry, probably the back porch, actually, and listening to Echo. Listening to us on his Amazon Echo, I should say. And somebody just struck out. And that means there's one out in the bottom of the third. Toussaint had a really great long relief appearance like 3 weeks ago or so. And then he got a start because of that. And then he was awful in the start. Got sent down to Gwinnett. And then when Shane Carl just got sent down to Gwinnett a few days ago, they sent him back up to the big club. And so far, so good. He got us out of the jam in the last inning, and now there is one out, nobody on base, and a 2-0 count to Anderson. That one was way inside. It's 3-0. The pitch is right in there. And there's ball 4. Phillies and the Nationals are tied up at 1. In Philly, that one's in the 4th inning. And then where is that other game? Okay, the Mets and the Brewers. First pitch is about 5 minutes away. There's your treasurehunt.ga scoreboard. 0-1 pitch over to third. Or I should say over to second. 1 on the first 2. Double play. Inning over. That double play started by Donaldson. So way to go there. Nice 5-4-3 double play. And that sends us now to the 4th inning. The Braves are up in Miami on a Friday night. So that means we're going to rock. Somebody requested Motley Crue earlier, so let's enjoy that. As we head to break, it's A-Bomb with you. This is Coast to Coast. Top of the fourth, it's Acuna. He's been in a slump. Let's get this thing going again. And it's quickly 0-2, and when you're in a slump, doesn't it seem like it's always an 0-2 count? And 0-2 pitch, though, is a base hit, so way to recover. Down 0-2, and then he sends one into left field for a single. It's a TGIF version of Coast to Coast. We're so glad you could be along. So Markakis steps in. He's 0 for 1. Has a hitting streak on the line tonight. First pitch is inside, ball 1. We're going to get you a little bit of the Jim Rome show from earlier today. We'll hit that between innings. It's now 1-1 to Markakis. One pitch is low. Here's the 2-1 to Markakis with a runner at first. Ball 3. Dansby on deck. And the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Nobody on, 2 out. Or, I'm sorry. Nobody out and 2 on. Dansby struck out last time. He's batting .260, 6 home runs, and a bunch of RBIs. I missed that. First pitch is driven into right field, and it's playable. It's caught, and Acuna is able to tag and head over to third base. So, pretty productive at bat. Runners on the corners with 1 out, and McCann steps in. McCann struck out his first time up. He's batting .295, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. And here is the pitch, except McCann calls timeout. Fouls away the first pitch. A 1 pitch is fouled away. So here we go. Runners on the corners. 1 out, and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. All of the play-by-play and video tonight brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's fouled away again. So here we go once again. This will be pitch number 58 for Urena. We're in the top of the 4th. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside. It's 1-2. And Bone Crusher, if you're still out there and you're listening on that echo, make sure to ask Alexa, make world peace happen. And the 1-2 pitch is fouled away. It's a good battle going on between McCann and Urena. Alexa, bring me happiness and prosperity. The 1-2 pitch. This one's fouled away again. McCann, this one is put in play in left field, and it is caught. And that's a sacrifice fly. Way to go, McCann. So it's 3-1 Braves. And Acuna comes in to score the run. Great battle. Well, if you must know his stats, I happen to have them in front of me. Tonight's stats, he has thrown 3 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And he faces Tyler Flowers with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Jim Rome Show coming up for you in the break. From Hour 1 earlier today, courtesy of CBS Sports Radio. Tukey swings and misses at the 0-1. How about overall for Urena? Well, let's see what he's got this year. He is 1-4 on the season with a 5.08 earned run average. 0-2 pitch is fouled away. It's still 0-2. And he has 25 strikeouts this year, so not a very good season. I mean, a 5.08 ERA, that's not horrible in today's landscape. And a pitch gets away, and everybody moves up 90 feet. So runners are now on second and third. That appeared to be a passed ball. Some sloppy catching right there. Oh, yeah. That's all on the catcher. He must have been crossed up, as they say. Jose Urena, 27 years old, from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. 1-2 pitch is low. And he checks in at 6'2", 200 pounds. So there's the dossier on Urena. And now he strikes out Toussaint. So that'll do it, but the Braves tack on a run. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is Atlanta 3 and Miami 1. It is TGIF in the house on Coast to Coast. Thanks for being here. We will return momentarily. And we're back. It is up to bat. Martin Prado, he's 1 for 1. All right, so Toussaint has come on and done a great job in relief so far, especially considering the circumstances. And the 0-2 pitch is swung and a missed. So in case you are just joining us, earlier tonight in the second inning, Brave starter Gaussman intentionally threw at Urena, the Miami pitcher, because of an incident that occurred last season. There was no contact made. He didn't hit anybody, but he got ejected immediately. And so Touki Toussaint had to come in with the bases loaded and get out of that jam, which he did. And here we are now, cruising through the bottom of the fourth. So Alfaro is up. He walked last time up. Phillies and Nationals still tied. And there's a base hit to right field from Alfaro. He's on base with one out. And we're underway in Milwaukee, where the Mets and the Brewers, no score. John Birdie steps in. And immediately it's 0-1 on him after a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 to Birdie instead of first. Runner gets the lead from first. And the pitch is a little bit high. It is 2-1. So the 1-1 pitch, swung on a missed. Hopefully the Bone Crusher will let us know when he gets back from grilling his meat. When he gets back from that, let us know exactly what was on that grill on a Friday night. Nothing like a smoking grill on a Friday night in May. Especially down at the beach where the Bone Crusher lives. The Bone Crusher and his lady dwell down in the Panhandle, Panama City Beach. Home of the world's most beautiful beaches. I'm coming at you from Metro Atlanta, Gwinnett County to be specific. And the 3-2 pitch to Birdie. And this one is grounded to short and throw to first. The runner was going, so there was no play at second. And instead, the throw goes to first. There are 2 outs and a runner on second base. So here is Rosel Herrera. He's batting 169. And he is not a pitcher. And he swings and misses. And the pitch is low. It bounces up there. It's 1-1. With 2 outs, there's a runner on second. And we understand that the Crusher is about to dig into a thick ass pork chop. 1-1 pitch. Swung on a missed. A Blackhawk helicopter? You got some chopper action in the backyard? Damn. The 1-2 pitch. It is swung and a miss. He could not check his swing. And that'll do it for the Marlins in the 4th inning. We go to the 5th inning. It is the Braves 3 and the Marlins 1. So glad to be with you on a Friday night. It is A-Bomb with you on Coast to Coast. And you know what? Hang on. Let's kill the music, because I promised to bring you some Jim Rome. So you know what? We're going to abort that attempt for Jim Rome right now, and we'll try to do it in the next half inning. Stick around. We'll be right back. Ozzy Albies steps in the top of the 5th. And the first pitch is a strike. We've just got word that TreasureHunt.ga has about a dozen of those badass lighter cases. I think I've got one right here. Yes, if you're into goth or if Fortnite is your thing, here you go. If you want one of these bad boys, head over to TreasureHunt.ga. Also, plenty of other sports merch. If that's your thing, go there and click on Sports Fans. 1-2 pitch. A little bit high. It's 2-2 to Ozzy Albies. Ozzy hits one into left field. Nice running catch. Granderson puts that one away. He had to run a long way to catch that duck snort. Here's Donaldson. He's 1 for 2. Swan is ripped into left field for a base hit. Single. That's 2 hits for Donaldson. And so here is Freddie. He's 1 for 2. And here's the 1-0 pitch to Freddie. It's low. That was pitch number 75 for Urena. And I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. If somebody and oops, we've got a double play hit into by Freddie Freeman, so that is going to end the Braves' 5th. But if anybody thinks that I am mispronouncing the name Urena, please hit me up in the chat box and correct me if I am wrong on that. Thanks for that. This is A-Bomb Coast to Coast. We'll continue in just a few moments. I keep forgetting about Jim Rome, so here's some Rome for you from earlier today. Hang tight.
Live from Southern California, this is the Jim Rome Show with guest host Bill Ryder on CBS Sports Radio.
What up, clones? Bill Ryder with you, filling in for Jim. As always, absolute honor and thrill to be here. Was driving up the 405 today from the South Bay in LA where I live and just struck by, I guess 6 years ago, I made that same drive in a rental car. And I think it was a Tercel heading to Jim Rome's CBS Sports Network TV show. The reason that I've come full circle sitting here. And don't worry, the Tercel had a sunroof. It was an 89, I think. It was real classy. Certainly fit my style. As always, the program is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage, by Quicken Loans. Rocket Mortgage is with you every step of the way to provide a seamless mortgage experience. Little breaking news for you. We'll get to this in maybe 30 minutes. Good news, I think, for the Suns. Really bad news for the Lakers. Monty Williams is going to be the head coach in Phoenix, which means Ty Loser, excuse me, that was rude. I apologize. Ty Lue, no, he's Ty Loser. We know it, right? We all know it. We can be honest with each other here on the program. Ty Lue will be the head coach of the Lakers very, very soon. And that pattern of LeBron James' sycophancy will continue. We'll hit that 35 minutes. Mitchell Trubisky, Bears quarterback, in 15 or 20 minutes. Exciting for me as a Bears fan.
Okay, we're back. That was not like Jim Rome.
Pretty bright
Did not know
Rome
was
Bears.
Taking a day off, so whoever that clown was, God. Come on, Rome, get somebody a little bit better in there. I know you don't want to have like some badass, come in and substitute on your show and then, like rip the show away from you because you're better than the actual regular host. And Rome does not need to worry about that. So I guess he's like, screw it, I'll just put whoever if one of my buddies wants to fill in for a couple of days, so be it. We will not bring you any more of that tonight. Bill Ryder filling in for Jim Rome. No thanks. And so there's one out already in the bottom of the 5th. Braves up 3-1, and it is Granderson stepping in. He's 0 for 2. His average this year, 188. However, he has 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. It's a 1-1 count now. Toussaint has pitched a gem, and he did the same thing. What was it, like 3 or 4 weeks ago? He came in long relief, pitched like 6 or 7 great innings. Then he got a start about a week later and was awful in that one. Got sent down to the minors. Now he's back from Gwinnett. And he's having another middle relief gem. Perhaps that's where he needs to be for a little while. Great play by Dansby. Dansby came halfway across the diamond, field it with his glove, and then shovel past it over to the first baseman with the glove. Nice. Rojas, he's 0 for 2. And he is up with 2 outs for Miami. Fouled away. And so here's Rojas with the 0-1 pitch to him is strike 2. All right, 0-2 pitch coming to Rojas. Inside. The 1-2, curveball. Outside, he was able to check his swing there. And that's a good point. Crusher, yeah, Gwinnett. The AAA team for Atlanta is, and by the way, here is a fly ball and another blooper that falls in for a base hit for Miami. So they have a runner on first with 2 outs. And the Braves AAA team, the Gwinnett Stripers, is less than an hour drive away from the big league club, the Atlanta Braves. And so, yes, that is an advantage. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is, one of the closest AAA teams to the actual parent club. It may be the closest in all of baseball. That's a good thing. Let's look that up. I'm gonna have to check that. There might be like one other club that has a similar situation going on, but yeah, very close trip. There is no air travel needed or even possible for that. All right, here we go. It's a 1-1 pitch, and it is low. It's 2-1. Brian Anderson batting third for Miami. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Next pitch from Touki Toussaint will be number 50. Throw over to first base. Runner is back. Two 2-1 pitch to Anderson. Here it comes. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. Great curveball. That thing is breaking bad. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled away. And let's check the scores around the NL East. We have the Washington Nationals up 2-1 on the Phillies. That one is in Philly tonight. And the Mets and the Brewers are playing Also tonight. And as soon as I can find that score, I'll let you know what it is. It's 3-2 now to Anderson. And why can I not find? There it is. In Milwaukee, it's the Mets 1 and the Brewers 1. And that is your score. Board update for the NL East brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. And the 2-strike pitch is swung and a miss, strike 3. End of the 5th inning, and the Braves are cruising. It's 3-1 from Miami. We'll be right back. Acuna back up. Thanks for all our viewers tonight. Appreciate everybody being on board. If it's your first time, we'd appreciate if you would subscribe. We're trying to hit 90 before the end of the night. That would be huge. And let's see who's coming up to bat. And it is Markakis. He's batting 5th tonight. He's 0 for 1. He's got a hitting streak on the line, so let's see if he can extend that. First pitch to him is a ball. Welcome in, sports fan. Yeah, we do need some bullpen, don't we? What's the latest on Craig Kimbrell? He still hasn't been signed. So we need to, pursue him if possible. I mean, we're going to need a little bit more than that, though. We're going to need like a long relief guy, but maybe Toussaint is it, right? Toussaint seems to be the long relief specialist. Didn't do so well in a starter's role, but this is his second consecutive long relief appearance where he's pitched a gem. And the 3-0 pitch to Markakis was in there for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, Markakis on base with 1 out. Urania still in there. He's thrown 83 pitches tonight. And here comes Dansby. 0 for 2. He's batting .257, 6 home runs and 25 RBIs. Pitch to him is inside. Thanks to the Bone Crusher for keeping things in line in the box. It's now 1-1 to Dansby. That was pitch number 85. One pitch, swung on and missed. Hope you're having a great Friday. Was your day good? Did you have a good day at work? Did you have a good day at school or at play? I got home from work about 3 minutes before first pitch. And Dansby hits one, and it's a great diving catch from Curtis Granderson. But yeah, I had a pretty good day at work. Not bad for a Friday. Everything kind of, was pretty smooth sailing. And you just want to kind of go in on a Friday and mail it in. And, I was kind of able to do that today. That's always a good Friday when you can just show up, smile, look like you're doing something, and that's pretty much what happened. I work in a cubicle in a corporate environment. And it is now McCann up there. Runner on first, 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch to him is fouled away. And the John Wilson loves that Dollar Tree and that Dollar General food. They've got quite the selection, don't they? Right, yeah. If they come in the 4-packs and they're still $1, then they're higher quality than the 6-pack weenies. And so here comes the 1-2 pitch to Brian McCann. This one is fouled away. This portion of the baseball game brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. 1-2 pitch is a little bit inside. It could have been called strike 3, but it wasn't. It was borderline, according to the strike zone laser cam graphic. And here's the 2-2 pitch. This one is fouled off. I pretty much try to avoid any food from a store that has dollar anywhere in the name of it. But sometimes a brother's got to do what you got to do. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swan is cranked into right field and gone. McCann, a 2-run blast. And the Braves Hit blown it wide open. Well, not exactly. It's 5-1. So it ain't exactly wide open, but it's close enough. Three RBIs tonight for McCann. And here is batting eighth tonight, Enciarte. He's 1 for 1. So let us now. I mean, when you say sausage dogs, are you talking about some bratwurst? And so Enciarte up there now, and the count is 1-1. 1-2 after that foul ball. Two-two pitch is put in play, and that's caught in left field from Granderson. But a two-run blast gives the Braves a little breathing room. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. It is Atlanta 5 and Miami 1. Stick around, won't you? We'll be right back. This is A-Bomb with Coast to Coast on a TGIF version of the program. I hope you enjoyed the Grateful Dead there. We're back in the bottom of the sixth, and it is now a 1-1 count on Starling Castro. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Toussaint pitching another long relief gem. And there's a strike to Castro. It's 1-2. That was pitch number 56. McCann has been doing great. Yeah, man. Great pickup so far. We got scared there for a moment when he injured his leg sliding into third base. but he was only on the disabled list for maybe 10 days. And he's been back, and he blasted a 2-run shot in the top of this inning. It's now 3-2 to Castro. Here's that payoff pitch. It is fouled away. We'll do it one more time. Derek Jeter watching with his beautiful wife or girlfriend, whoever that was. Derek Jeter is the owner of the Miami Marlins. And Donaldson, nice play at third, turns around, does a little pirouette, and throws the runner out. And back on Derek Jeter. And yes, that is his beautiful wife, by the way. Right, he got married a few years ago. And now he looks like some boss, like some big boss kind of guy, which he is. He's the owner of the team. He's rocking the dress shirt that's unbuttoned like all the way or halfway down. It's got some bling going on. He's totally bald. He is living the life down in Miami. And so it's a 2-0 count now to Martin Prado. He's 1 for 2 today. Here's the pitch. That is a ball. Not a lot of fans in the seats tonight, which is par for the course in Miami. It's always been that way. It was that way when they played in the Dolphin Stadium, which had like a 80,000 capacity, and you'd be lucky to get like 1,000 people in there on a Tuesday night. And then they built the new place, which isn't new anymore. It's been there for 7 years, and ain't nobody showing up here either. And I can't figure out why they don't really do well down there. I mean, they're basically playing in paradise, and maybe that's the problem. I mean, there are things other than baseball going on in a place like Miami. Here's the 1-0 pitch. A bit low. Two 0 pitch to Alfaro. Here it is. A little bit low. It's 3-0. Bullpen starting to stir for the Braves. Let's hope we can get up to 90 subscriptions tonight. Wouldn't that be something? And ball 4. It is now ball 4. Runners on first and second. And so the mound visit is adjourned now, and time for the next batter. And now Don Mattingly is up arguing with the ump about something, and you could hear him, and he just dropped an F-bomb. And another one. On live TV, are they going to kill his mic? He is going off. He is going off about something. And so Don Mattingly has been tossed, and he's still out there. And I think the reason we can hear all the F-bombs and everything he's saying is because there's hardly anybody in the stands for this game. Normally that would have been drowned out by the crowd, but there's not enough of a crowd to drown it out. That was great, man. Mattingly. That was great. I mean, it's not uncommon to hear some F-bombs being dropped in a live sports broadcast, but it's unusual for it to happen like 2 or 3 times in the span of a minute like we just witnessed. Okay, and the whole point of that argument, I guess, was that it was not ball 4, even though it probably should have been. It was called a strike after the batter was halfway down to first. Lots of drama tonight. It's been a fun game. It hasn't been boring, that's for sure. And so here is the 3-1 pitch now. Swung out and missed. Strike 2. And so 3-2 pitch. This one is contact, and it falls in. It's a blooper. And so with runners now on first and second, with just one out, John Birdie is about to bat. Oh, yeah, Expos games back then. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could hear a pin drop in the old Montreal Stadium. Olympic Stadium was the name of that joint. And that place was considered one of the worst stadiums of all time in Major League Baseball history. Ground ball, base hit into left, and runner holds at third. Because we know Ronald Acuna has a cannon out there. But the bases are loaded with just one out. And Toussaint appears to have run out of gas. Are we going to get a reliever in here? All right, so looks like it's all up to Toussaint at this point. So with the bases jammed, it's Herrera. He's 0 for 2. He is the 8th place hitter for the Marlins. And the first pitch is outside. Here comes the 1-0 pitch with the bases loaded. Low. So a 2-0 pitch due to the 8th place hitter. Here it is, inside, ball 3, and a pinch hitter is on deck. But with a 5-1 lead, there's no harm in letting Toussaint try to work out of it a little bit. This should be his last batter. Oh, and that's called a strike. Generous call on 3-0. Three-one pitch. Fouled away. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. It's put in play. Acuna has it. And runner does not advance. Acuna with a cannon, as we just said before. And he showed it off right there. Runner on third. Tags initially, but then returns to the bag. So Toussaint looking to display some damage control. And so that is the end of the night for Toussaint. He leaves with the bases loaded and 2 out in the bottom of the 6th. The Braves are up by 4. And we're going to step aside while we do this pitching change. And we will be right back after this. Stay with us, don't you? Won't you? Be right back. Blevins is the new pitcher for Atlanta. He inherits a bases loaded situation with 2 outs. And the first pitch is inside, ball 1 to pinch hitter Walker. It's Neil Walker, and here's the 1-0 pitch to him. Outside, 2-0. Damn. Here comes the 2-0 pitch with the bases loaded. High. All right, so 3-0 pitch coming up. Here it is. Right through there, strike one. And a timeout called by the batter. So here we go. 3-1 pitch. Outside. Run scores on the walk. It's 5-2. So we're back to the top of the order with Curtis Granderson stepping in. Curtis 0 for 3, average down to 186, but he does have 4 bombs on the season. First pitch is strike one. Bases loaded, and the 0-1 pitch. Here it is, fouled away. It's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch with the bases loaded. And 2 outs. This one is hit hard, but it's caught on the warning track. Nicely done, Markakis, and that retires the side. Miami is able to score 1, but further damage is avoided. So we go to the 7th inning. It is the Braves 5 and the Marlins 2. A-Bomb will be right back. You're watching Coast to Coast. We're in the 7th inning, and there's a new pitcher on the mound for the Marlins. His name is Tyron Guerrero. He is 6'8". That's tall, but that's not as tall as a big unit who checked in at, I think, 6'10", right? And so Matt Joyce, pinch hitter, is leading off in the top of the 7th, and he takes a ball. Crusher, hope you enjoy the thick-ass pork chop. The count is 2-0. And here's the 2-0 pitch from the 6'8" pitcher. That one in there at 99. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swung on a miss. Again, 99 on the gun. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swan is wrapped foul. And it's still 2-2. Glad you could be aboard. If it's your first time in, go ahead and subscribe. We'd appreciate that. We bring you lots of Atlanta Braves action in baseball season, also a little bit of Atlanta United action, also Falcons during football season, and much more. And it's a 2-2 count still on Joyce. And here's the 2-2 pitch. High. And that one's up there at 100. Three-two. Outside, ball 4. So Guerrero bringing the heat. But the plate jumped around on him just a little bit during that at bat. And so we're back to the top of the order, and Ozzy Albies. He's 0 for 3. Batting .286, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. Ball is high at 100 miles per hour. And the catcher comes out. This is an official mound visit. And he is a tall son of a gun, 6'8". He's like a head taller than anybody else out on the mound with him during this conference. So we're back, and the 1-0 pitch on its way to Ozzy. Fouled away. One. That one's off speed. It's outside. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. This one is fouled away. 2-2. All right, so here we go. Runner on first. Nobody out. 2-2 pitch to Ozzie. High. So a 3-2 pitch is due here. Here it comes. This one is put in play, and it's a base hit to right. Joyce all the way around to third base, and the tag is a little bit late. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Way to go, Matt Joyce, the pinch hitter who singled, was able to make it all the way around to third on Ozzie's single. Nice piece of hitting by the Braves leadoff man. Great mechanics from Ozzie. We just got a good close-up on his swing there. Just in perfect rhythm. And we've got a mound visit going on. This time the pitching coach is out. All right, so mound visit adjourned. And here comes Donaldson. He's up there. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Hit us up in the chat box. Let us know where you are watching tonight if you're new. Donaldson, 2 for 3 tonight. He's got the average up to 270. 5 home runs, 14 RBIs. Here comes the pitch instead of first base. Well, it's got to be the Phillies, right? Mexican. I mean, they're the one team, and we haven't played them since that opening series where we got swept. And that pitch is up there, and strike one at 99 miles an hour. But yeah, the Phillies right now. And I haven't been keeping up with them, but I know they're not really doing too well. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really, kept up too much with the Phillies. But let's go ahead and check that scoreboard in the NL East because they're playing right now. And that score is, wait for it, the Phillies are up 4-2 on the Nationals in the top of the 8th inning. And the one other game with NL East implications is in Milwaukee, where the Mets are tied 1-1 with the Brewers. And then we'll take a quick peek at the standings. And it's a 2-1 count to Donaldson, by the way, with nobody out and runners on the corners. Yeah, the Phillies are in first place at 17 and 13. The Mets are in second place at 16 and 15. And there we are in third. With a 2-1 pitch, strike two, swinging. Braves are 15 and 16 entering tonight's play. 2.5 games behind the Phillies. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Donaldson. Fouled. Yeah, it's a tough division. Yeah, sure. Glad we're still in the thick of it. It's still a little too early to be like kind of obsessive about the standings in the division quite yet. And there is a hit and then some for Donaldson. Rolls all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And it is 7-2 Braves. Big hit from Donaldson. Driving in 2 with a double. But yes, we are right in the thick of it. The Marlins Stadium, is it packed? Haha, that's funny. No, it is not packed at all. They can hardly get anybody in that joint. And it's a nice place. It's a nice yard. I haven't been there personally, but it's a retractable roof. So when it gets too hot or it rains, which it does just about every day of the baseball season, they can close it. And it's nice and 72 degrees inside. And here is Freddie up. Nobody out, and a runner on second. But they can't get anybody to show up down there. And there's such a huge Hispanic population, you'd think it would work. Freddie lines out to right field, and there's out number 1. So, Braves looking good. And so here's Acuna. And he takes strike 1. Let's see him do something here. Acuna puts one into right field, and it's caught. Donaldson tags and moves over to third base with 2 outs. And Acuna's pissed, man. He's frustrated. He's been in a slump. Not handling it very well right now. He's throwing batting gloves. And so we've got a pitching change in Miami with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. We'll be right back after this Verizon call to the bullpen. we are back. And it is Yin Chen on the hill now for Florida. He's appeared in 7 games with an 0-1 record, and his ERA is 13.03. And so Markakis up there. Yes, who doesn't need a wad of big league chew every so often? And so here we go. Runner on third, 2 out. And the pitch to Markakis is in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. This one is grounded to second, and the throw over to first. That will retire the side. But the Braves tack on some more, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch down in Florida on a Friday night. It's A-Bomb with you, TGIF. Coast to Coast will be right back. We're back. And we're in the bottom of the 7th. Rojas is up to bat. He is 1 for 3. And Braves have a new pitcher. Winkler is on the bump. Yeah, why not go for a sweep, Gibby? Absolutely. Let's do that. Tomorrow night, the Bone Crusher will have this broadcast. He will be streaming this game tomorrow night on his channel. That's John Wilson. If you'll go ahead and get on his channel and subscribe there, you will get his Braves reaction tomorrow night. And I will call into his show at some point if he will let me. And the 0-2 pitch is swung and a miss. Rojas down on strikes. I'm house sitting at my mom's home tomorrow night. in Gainesville, so I will not be able to stream the game. But this will be in the very capable hands of the Crusher. How did he get his nickname? That's a good question. I'll have to direct you to Jim Rome's YouTube video of Handshake Guy, and that will explain it. Basically, he's got one hell of a grip. If you shake a man's hand and he tries to crush it, you know that guy just dominated you. Let me see if I can get a link for you. And so Anderson up there now. He has an 0-2 count on him. Oh, 2 pitch, grounded to second. Ozzie over to first. And actually, yeah, I see the Crusher. He's going to go ahead and tease that for you. So make sure to join his channel. Click on the dots and subscribe to his side hustle. Still haven't been able to pick up a subscriber tonight. You know, maybe we need to lower the standards a little bit. Instead of going for 90, maybe we just need to go for 88. It's been like, what a good week since I've been able to pick up a new subscriber. Shocking. And there is out number 3. So nice, impressive 1-2-3 inning in the 7th for Winkler. No relation to the Fonz, by the way. And so we go to the bottom of the, or I should say we're going to the top of the 8th in Miami. Let us step aside for just a quick moment. We'll be right back with you for more Coast to Coast and Braves baseball. We're back, and we're so glad that Sergeant Gibby was able to hit the Bone Crushers channel and hit him up with a sub. Thanks so much. That is basically like a subscription to my channel as well. And so here's Dansby. He's 0 for 3. Strike one. And a 1-1 pitch to Dansby. In there, it's 1-2. Oh, thanks. Yeah, man, my set. Yeah, I got a little set going here, man. Looking good. And it's Atlanta 7, Miami 2, top of the 8th. And the 1-2 pitch to Dansby is a little bit low. So it's a 2-2 count. The pitch is inside. All right. So I just heard a NL East scoreboard update on the TV, so I am about to deliver the same thing to everybody here out in YouTube land. And Dansby hits one into left field for a base hit. First hit for him tonight. In the top of the 9th, it is the Phillies 4, the Nationals 2 from Philadelphia. And the other game has the Mets and Brewers tied up 1-1 in the 5th inning in Milwaukee. And so here's McCann. He's 1 for 2. And he hits one into left field. Easy play out number 1. Here's Enciarte. And here's a major announcement. I will be at the Braves game on Saturday, May 18th. That is 2 weeks from tomorrow. I will be there for the Braves and Brewers game. That'll be my first game of the season. And so if everything works out, we'll try to integrate that into one of the Bone Crushers live streams. And it's a 1-1 count now to Enciarte. It's now 1-2 to Enciarte. Man, a bowling alley in Cartersville. How are the lane conditions up there? And here's the 1-2 pitch. This one is grounded over to... I couldn't really tell what happened there. I'm sorry, going to have to watch the replay. Something wacky went down. The Braves... All right. Okay, wacky. So the second baseman gloved the ball and backhanded it to the shortstop who was covering second base, and a force out at second is recorded, and so there are 2 outs. And so, yeah, like, hopefully the lane conditions were good. Hopefully the, come get your food announcements were not too distracting.
Sometimes you're at a bowling alley, you're getting set, you're in your whole motion, and then over the intercom comes an announcement that Bob's Pizza is ready. Come and get it. And you're like right in mid bowling form and you mess up your shot. It's a pretty common occurrence today. And in fact, what they need to do, and maybe what they are doing now, instead of calling you out on the intercom now, they just need to get your cell phone number and text it when your hot dog is ready to go. Mellow Mushroom, yeah, I've been to Mellow Mushroom plenty of times. I don't know about Gondoliers. I've never been to that joint. And here we go. 1-2 pitch. This one's fouled away. Culberson up there. His average is 421. And in case you missed it the other night, he had a great pitching performance in that blowout where the Padres, in fact, that was yesterday's businessman special. I didn't get to catch any of the game, but I read where Charlie Culberson had a good pitching performance. And he strikes out here in the top of the 8th. And that's it for the Braves. In the top of the 8th, we head to the bottom of the inning. It is the Braves 7. It is the Marlins 2. Somebody requested Hot for Teacher again, so we're going to get that out here. Hope you enjoy this. A-Bomb will be right back with more Braves. I don't feel tardy. All right, we're back. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. It is Prado up. He's 1 for 2. Oh, yeah, I hear you, man. I'm always hitting that, getting something wrong on the autocorrect. And here's the 1-2 pitch. It is strike 3 called. Sit down, Prado. Gondoliers, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. I was just kind of joking. It looked like some kind of French word the way you typed it originally. But Webb has been looking impressive as of late. So he's in the bottom of the 8th inning, 1 out. And here's Jorge Alfaro. He's 2 for 2. He has 5 home runs and 9 RBIs this year. Oh, yeah, man. I love some good New York style sliding off the pie cheese. And quickly out number 2 on Alfaro. He flies out. Some good Italian eats. We're all about that over here. We're about that here on Coast to Coast. Definitely down with some Italian eats. And here's John Berti. His name is spelled B-E-R-T-I like Bertie, but it's pronounced birdie, like as in golf. All right, so here we go with the 1-0 pitch to Berti. Little low, and the announced attendance, wait for this, is 7,198. That is awfully low for an announced attendance because we all know what that means, right? That means the amount of tickets sold, not the amount of fannies in the seats. And so there is quickly out number 3. Berti is down. He grounds out. That's the end of the 8th inning. We'll finish our thoughts in the next inning on whatever we were just talking about a moment ago. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really exciting. We'll be back for you for more baseball on Coast to Coast. Tyler Kinley is your new pitcher for the Marlins. He has appeared in 14 games. He has a 0-0 record with a 3.6 ERA. And here's Ozzie Albies starting off the top of the ninth. A little insurance would not hurt, as the man said. Hey, I love a good pizza, a good pizza pie, yeah. You know, I love a good pizza, anything Italian, all that's great. Don't we all love something like that? And I mean, yeah, from pizza to hot dogs to whatever's in between. And here we go, 2-0 pitch. Fouled away, it's 2-1. Ozzie is 1 for 4 tonight. And we were talking earlier about this low attendance. The announced attendance was like 7,825. And that's the tickets sold. We probably know fannies and seats is more like, you know, we're lucky to get 430 people in here. And so Ozzie lines out to Martin Prado at first. Out number 1. And so, with 1 out, top of the ninth, that brings up Donaldson. He's had a good night. Couple of big RBIs. Here he is stepping in. Batting second tonight. He's 3 for 4. Two singles, a double, 3 RBIs. He has the average up to 277. Remember when we were complaining back when his mullet was really long that he wasn't worth a damn and that he needed to do something about the mullet? He did do something about the mullet. He got it neatened up. He doesn't look like Billy Ray Cyrus anymore. And all of a sudden, he's starting to swing the bat. And so apparently his calf problem that got him out for a couple of days has been resolved, and he's feeling good. And he's now got a 1-2 count. So Braves, top of the ninth, are up by 5. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Donaldson. Swung and a miss, strike 3. So Freddie Freeman, last hope for the Braves in the 9th inning. Freddie is 1 for 4. He had a solo home run in the first inning. He's batting .306, 6 home runs. And he takes ball 1. Glad to have all our regulars on board. Thanks so much for Sergeant Gibby and Mexican for Golovkin being with us, along with a Bone Crusher and anybody else who has joined us along the way tonight. You guys are a great audience. And here comes a 2-0 pitch to Freddie. It's swung and a missed. Game tomorrow night starts an hour earlier than tonight's game did. It is a 6:10 Eastern start. And the Bone Crusher will have that one as promised. Two pitch is a little bit low.
So full count for Freddie.
3-2 pitch to Freddie Freeman with 2 outs. Here it is. This one is hit into it is hit into right field. They've got 4 outfielders out there when Freddie comes up. And that still dropped in for a single. It looks ridiculous. Looks like you're watching beer league softball. In fact, that is exactly what beer league and church league softball looks like. You have 4 outfielders. And so here comes Acuna. He's 1 for 4. Swings and fouls it away. So here we go. It's the 0-1 pitch to Acuna. A little bit low. 1-1. One pitch. Really wacky swing from Acuna. Okay, he was trying to call time, wasn't granted it, so he waved at that one. That was strike 2. He is mired in a little bit of a slump, so hopefully he can, not let it get mental for him. That's all it is, right? We know that's all it is. It's just mental. He'll get out of it soon. And so here we go. 2 outs. Runner on first and a 1-2 pitch. On its way to Acuna. Swung on a miss. He is down on strikes. That does it. He slams the batting helmet. He is not a happy camper right now. Let's hope somebody can get in his ear so this mental situation doesn't get too out of whack. So that does it for the Braves in the top of the 9th inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Braves up by 5. We will be back for the exciting conclusion right after this. All right, then. We are in the bottom of the 9th inning, and the Marlins are up. Here's Herrera. He's 0 for 3, batting 8th. And that's strike 2 to him. Just past the 3-hour mark on our stream. And it's 10:15 Eastern on a Friday night, 7:15 on the West. And here's the 1-2 pitch. This one is hit back up the middle. Dansby cannot throw him out. In fact, he throws it above the first baseman's head. Freddie cannot come up with it. And that is a runner on first with nobody out. Don't think we're going to call that a hit, are we? We'll see how that's scored. Actually, it probably is an infield hit. That would have been a hard play for Dansby to throw the guy out. All right, so leadoff man is on base. And we'll see who's up next. As a pinch hitter, it is Galloway. And he takes ball 1. Galloway batting .211 on the season. And it's a 1-1 count now on Galloway. And the 1-1 pitch, this one is in there for strike 2. Isaac Galloway has a 1-2 count. He's batting in the bottom of the 9th with a runner on first. And that's strike 3 called. Sit down. 1 out now. Okay, so Webb came on last inning, and he's doing really good. He's thrown 17 pitches so far, and this one to Curtis Granderson is in there for a strike. He's 0 for 4. His average is 184. So you're kind of worried that he's overdue, but he has swung on. He swung on a miss. I should say it's 0-2 after that swing and miss. Here's the pitch. That one's inside. It bounces up there and gets away. So the runner advances to second. Runner on first advances to second base. Thanks to our latest subscriber, Lazy Cat. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. And that is strike 3 swinging to Granderson. Sit down, son. Braves I should say the Marlins are down to their final batter. And so Webb has pitched a short relief masterpiece so far. And first pitch, though, is outside. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Braves up 7-2. There's a runner on second. And the only thing I do not know is who is this batter? The 1-0 pitch to him, however, is hit into the air in shallow right. It's in foul territory and bounces off the foul territory warning track and into the seats. And it is Miguel Rojas heading back to the plate. It's now a 1-1 count on him. Really appreciate everybody checking in with us. Our new subscriber, appreciate Lazy Cat. Everybody else who are our old regulars, we really appreciate you guys. The core of our audience. 1-1 pitch. Hit to Ozzie at second. Throws to first. That is your ball game. Braves take game 1 of the series. Final score, Atlanta 7, Miami 2. So way to go on a TGIF version of Coast to Coast. That's the way we want to do it on a Friday night. So we're going to take a look at all of the scores around the big leagues. So let's take care of that right now. Post-game show brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. You see them up on the scoreboard. Make sure to go there. Click on Sports Fans. There's plenty of merch for you. There's plenty of paraphernalia from all over the internet shopping spectrum. Pretty much anything you want can be found there. treasurehunt.ga. So we'll start in the Bronx, where the Yankees are up on the Twins 6-3. That one's in the 9th inning. It is the A's pounding the Pirates 13-1 in Pittsburgh. It's the final in Baltimore, where the Rays shut out the Orioles 7-0. Final score in Philly, where the Phillies beat the Nationals 4-2. Also a final in Detroit, where the Tigers beat the Royals 4-3. In Cleveland, the Indians beat the Mariners 2-1. That's also a final. In the 8th inning, from Cincinnati, it's the Reds 11, the Giants 7. In Texas, in the bottom of the 8th, scoreless, the Blue Jays and the Rangers 0-0. In Chicago, the White Sox and the Red Sox, the Pale Hose and the Red Sox. It's the Sox 6. I should say it's Boston 6 and Chicago nothing in that one. In Milwaukee, it's the Brewers 3 and the Mets 1. In Colorado, the Diamondbacks all over the Rockies, 7-4 there. In Chicago's north side, the Cubbies beat up on the Cardinals in that big, long-time rivalry. The Cubs won 4-0. And just underway in San Diego, it's the Dodgers nothing and the Padres nothing. Thanks, everybody, for being on board. Thanks for Matthew Acker checking in from Pennsylvania. Sergeant Gibby, the Bone Crusher, Mexican for Golovkin, Sergeant Gibby. Did I mention him already? Everybody else who joined us, thank you so much. Tomorrow night's game will be covered by the Bone Crusher. So make sure to get on board with him. Make sure to like and subscribe to his channel. He'll have that one tomorrow night for you at 6:10 Eastern And that coverage brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. A-Bomb saying good night from Metro Atlanta. We'll see you next time on Coast to Coast.